What's up, my YouTube family? This is your girl Sandy coming at you with another video. Now, I know I haven't been around. I've been running the real life streets, having myself a real life good time. I do have life. But I came back on YouTube because I got dilemma out here in these real life streets. And I came to get you guys' advice. So, look, I've been running on streets for like 4 weeks now. Y'all know it. Y'all ain't seen me. But during my running the streets, I'd have been to barbecues, I'd have been to picnics, I'd have been to work, I'd have been to cleaning my house. I'd have done some of everything. Not knowing that it's a virus in the air. I know nothing because I said, I'm not watching no YouTube. I'm not watching no television. I'm not watching no Netflix. I'm not doing none of that on my leisure time. In my free time, I'm finna get out and go and visit and do what I want to do. So that's what I've been doing. Not knowing that what's going on around me. Anyways, so doing my ventures and running around, I'm going home and getting dressed and doing everyday things I was supposed to do. And I'm noticing in my cabinet, I'm saying, I got to get some more tissue. I'm down to like 6 rows. So I said, I'll get some Wednesday after bingo. And I won too, but that's another story. But, so yeah, I went and I said Wednesday after bingo, after I won, I said, I'm going to stop at the store and get some tissue. So I stopped at the grocery store and there's no tissue, not my brand, just not my brand. So I'm like, okay, I get some over the weekend. So I go on and Friday come, I'm down to 4 rows now. And I'm like, let me go get some tissue. So Friday, I went to get some tissue. And it's none in the grocery store. Not my brand, not anybody's brand. Everything is gone. So I said, this is weird. Okay, I'll go to Sam's Club tomorrow. I know they got some tissue. So Saturday come, I go to Sam's Club, no tissue. I go to Costco, no tissue. I go to my neighborhood store, no tissue. So I said, you know what? Skip this. I'm going to go to the hood store. I go to the hood store. I knew there's going to be some tissue there. So, the stinky store. So I go to that store and no tissue. So I go home and I call my daughter. She's in another town. And I say, it's no tissue in this town. What's going on? And she said, it's the coronavirus. I'm like, I thought that was a myth. I don't know. The store looked like zombies was in the store. She was laughing and she was like, oh, I'll order you some tissue online. And I'm like, oh, okay, please do, but whatever. So my tissue problem is solved, right? So I'm good. I'm cool. Because prior to her calling, I was calling friends. We were like the moms, grandmoms club. Girl, where the tissue at? I don't know. I don't know why they taking the tissue. I'm calling other people. Girl, wait, did you get any tissue? Where did you get it from? They name in this store and that store, but they out now. And then I'm like, okay, so nobody has any tissue, right? So my daughter called and she said she's going to give me the tissue in the mail. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm good. So I said, I'm going to relax this Saturday because I'm looking at the stories just out and I'm like, damn, I'm in the middle of a plague and I don't even know it. I don't even know it. And I'm by myself, so I'm getting scared. Like, plague by myself. Everybody got this tissue. What's going on? I don't know. Whatever. If I'm going to go, if Jesus coming, the aliens coming, some type of virus coming or the zombies coming, whatever, I'm going to be by myself in this house. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Tell you what, I'm not going to even panic. I'm going to go and I'm going to order me a movie. I know exactly what I'm going to order. I'm going to order Hang 'em High. And I'm going to make me some egg foo young. I'm going to eat that and I'm going to relax. I'm going to take my tail to sleep. And whatever happen, going to happen. So I start playing my little music. I like to listen to my jazz. So I played a little jazz while I'm making my... Lordy, see what I'm saying? These videos, whoever it was just totally stopped, which is cool. Anyway, and yes, I do have a house phone. I'm old. I like them. Anyway, so I get to making my egg foo young, right? And I'm halfway there. And then my phone rings. So I answered the phone because I've been calling so many people and I'm thinking, okay, somebody trying to call me, tell me something. So I answered the phone and guess who it was? Guess who it was? I never would have thought who it was, but guess who it was? It was that guy. I'm like, what? You guys know the guy that was the chef, right? Right? So it's him. But nah, I'm gonna skip that. So anyway, it was that guy, the chef guy. So I'm like, okay, what does he want? Now, mind you, I didn't recognize another so the number. I just answered the phone. So I'm like, hello, and he was like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm okay. Who is this? And he was like, oh, you don't remember me? No, I do not remember you. Why would I remember you? And how did you get my number? Who are you? Da da da. He's like, I'm your nephew's friend. But of course, he said his name. But on YouTube, you can't do stuff like that. So anyway, he was like, okay, I'm that chef guy. I'm like, okay, well, whatever, cool. So I'm like, what are you doing calling me? Where you get my number from? He was like, I remember I put my number in your phone. So I called, what did he say? He said he called my phone from his phone. He called his phone from my phone. Whatever the case, he got my number, put in his phone. But I didn't care. He was like, yeah, you would have, if you answer your phone, you would know. And I'm like, well, I don't answer my phone when it's numbers that I don't know, because I'm used to like 5, 6 people, the same 6 people that call me. I don't, anybody else to me is a telemarketer, so that's that. But anyway, he was like, how you doing? And I was like, you know what? Thank you for asking. You know, my hands, they hurt a little bit. But other than that, I'm good. And he was like, okay. You know, I was like, and I don't have any tissue. And he was like, it's like, where's all the damn tissue? And he was pretty much like laughing like the tissue's gone or whatever, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have any tissue. That's crazy. I can't find any tissue. And he was saying that he's been in a house and he's been doing good, and he just called because he wanted to check up on me and see how I was doing, which I found very, very nice. And I said, well, that's real, real kind of you. I appreciate that, and I'm doing well. Got off the phone and started back, you know, cooking my Chinese food, because I'm like, I'm about to eat this my own self, by myself, and look at hang 'em high. That's what I was going to do. And then about 20 minutes later, my bell come ringing. And guess who it was? That guy, the chef guy. And he was like, oh, I was in the neighborhood and I brought you something. I'm like, nah, wait a minute. How you know where I live at? He was like, remember, we came to pick you up. Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember. So he had some tissue. I thought that was the sweetest thing, the sweetest thing, that he had some tissue. So I'm like, it's cool. Thank you so much. And he thought about me, and he was going to give me this tissue, and I was grateful. I really was. Grateful. But then he said, something smell good. Can I get some of that? And I said, sure you can. I'll pack you a plate. And he was like, no, I was thinking about more or less, can I come in and can I, get some food? And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, but I can give you some food if you want some of it. But you're a chef, so you probably wouldn't want any anyway, but, basically, you're not coming to my house. And he kept on, he said, oh, that's how you're going to do me after I bought you all this tissue. You're going to, it was like a 24 pack. He was like, that's how you going to do me after I bought you all this tissue? I went out of my way, and you can't even let a brother get dry out of the rain, because it was raining, for real. But run your ass to your car and go home. So I'm like, no, I'm not. Go home. You're not going to get wet. I got an umbrella if you need one, but you're not coming in here. And he was like, oh, why you ain't inviting me in? And I'm like, because I'm not inviting you in because I don't know you like that. Anything could happen. Then he says, well, ain't nothing going to happen that you don't want to happen. I'm like, and I know it's not, because you leaving. You're not staying in here, and I gave him the tissue back. And he said, ain't that about nothing? He gave me the tissue back. And then he said, peace out, or some cool move he made. The peace out show looked cool. It looks cool as hell. It looks fly. But anyway, it was basically peace out. So I'm like, okay, some type of way, I'm someplace where I'm not supposed to be. I mean, how did I get here? How did I get here? You know, I'm grateful for you bringing that tissue, but what am I supposed to do? I said thank you every way I know how. Well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? And don't come in this comment section with no freaky stuff, because, you know, how does a welfare check want somebody go totally, totally wrong? And I said, you know what? I'm not finna let this mess with my evening. But, you know, I looked at the movie. I watched it for about 15 minutes, and I love me some Clint Eastwood, but I just couldn't get with it because that kept going in my mind. What did I do? What did I do? Is this a situation where it kept on coming back in my mind? You're ungrateful. You're an ingrate. You're an ingrate. You're an ingrate. And YouTube kept coming in my mind like, you know, you black bitches don't appreciate nothing. Y'all don't appreciate anything. And I'm thinking to myself, am I an unappreciative black bee? Or what do you want me to do for this toilet paper? Anyway, help me. Give me an idea. Give me something. Because I don't feel like you have the right to sit in my house over toilet paper. And then he made another point. He said, oh, because I said, you know, that's my private space, and I just don't want to, you know, I don't know you like that, so I don't want to let you in like that. And he was like, oh, and he held up a toilet tissue, and he said, well, this toilet paper is private too. And I got mad. I got kind of irritated, kind of mad. Like, what the? You know. And another point he made too, because he was at my door on my porch for about 15 minutes, just talking back and forth. And the more we talked, the more we kind of backed off. It was really making each person angry, but I don't know how that happened. How the hell did that happen? Because the other point he made was, he said, because when I told him, I said, you know what, I just don't want to put myself in a situation to where I invite someone into my home and then things get out of control and I can't handle it. And he goes, well, that go to show you right there that you're attracted to me, because you said things can get out of control and you can't handle it. And I'm like, you're an attractive person. But I'm thinking more on the lines of things get out of control, because I saw a movie once where a lady was cooking dinner for somebody, and she went and excused herself for a moment, came back out, and this man was bare butt, ass naked, and just went on and took her. He took her, did everything to her in the book, took her. I was way out here. I'm not trying to be beat up and raped and all that other stuff. Then he gonna say, oh, well, why would I do that? Why would I do anything like that when your nephew, you know me, y'all know me, and I watch for my man. Knowing me is, you can know a killer right there and nobody knows nothing. I don't know. It's just two different pages. I don't know. You tell me. But the appearing to be ungrateful, I don't know. Does it appear that way? And this situation was so ugly. It wasn't really ugly. It just was, it wasn't comfortable for me, because why? Why would you do something so nice, so kind to me? And then on top of that, he said, this, what makes you think that I was checking on you? You know, and I thought that was so mean. Why would you bring me in this situation? Please leave a comment. Till the next time. Like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. And guess what? Toodles.